Hi, my name's Erin, if y'all don't know. E-R-I-N, not A-A-R-O-N. So the reason I'm making this video is gonna chronicle this whole month of June that I have set out. I am making a pledge not only to myself but to a small group of friends and to whoever is watching this to go dairy-free for the whole month of June. So starting June 1st all the way to the end of June, which I think is the June 30th. I think so. So I'm gonna go dairy-free. So that means no milk, no cow's milk, no goat's milk, no any kind of milk that comes from an animal, no cheese, so no more cheese that comes from a cow or from a goat or from an animal, no more butter. Oh my goodness, this one's gonna be the hardest because I live in Texas and that will be the hardest thing to do. Yeah, that's better. Because I live in Texas and that's gonna be the hardest thing to do. I consider Texas part of the South. If you don't, let's have a conversation down below. Because I consider it the South. We love our fried foods. We love anything that has butter on it. Anything that has butter and ketchup, pretty much. Anything that's butter, ketchup, sometimes mustard. Like, it's iffy. But that's gonna be the hardest thing to do. So I can't have any pancakes, anything like that. I can't have toast with butter. It's gonna have to be non-dairy butter. It's gonna be very hard. But I've realized during my life that when I eat foods that have a high content of milk, butter, cheese, it's like 5 to 10 minutes later, I'm in the bathroom. And a lot of people don't have that problem, and I'm jealous of those people because my friends will be like, oh, let's go get ice cream. I'm like, yeah. I get like this small, tiny little thing, and I still, 5 minutes later, I'm like, guys, I have to go. Or like my stomach is clenching and it hurts and I'm being mad at them. But it's just my stomach reacting to a bad food that it doesn't want to eat because it can't process it. So the two main things I'm going to review from, kind of like get recipes from, is one is a website called GoDairyFree.org. Yes. Is this the one? Yeah, GoDairyFree.org. The reason that I love this one so much is because it not only talks about recipes, things like that, it also talks about your grocery list, your, like, what lactose intolerance is, how you know if you might have it, things like that. Now, I am not clinically, like, from a doctor prescribed that you are lactose intolerant. I'm just stating from my personal experience that I might have some lactose intolerance. It might be IBS-D, which is irritable bowel syndrome, or it might be lactose intolerant. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like going through this month will definitely help me decide if I do or if it is just IBS-D that is just caused by a minuscule amount or something that was in the food. Now my symptoms that I get, just diarrhea, sorry, TMI, diarrhea, and some cramps are like on the low severity of what other people have, which is cramps that affect them for hours, and I feel bad for those people. I hope they get the help they need, such as GoDairyFree.org or other websites or prescriptions that could help you. And then the other resource that I'm going to use is this book, which I just picked up, which is called Dairy Free Delicious by Katie Salter. So I recently picked this up from Barnes & Noble. You do not know how hard it is to find dairy-free books. Just dairy-free books from Barnes & Noble, Half Price Bookstore, anything like that, because it's either dairy-free and gluten-free. Just gluten-free. Or vegan. I'm still a meat eater. I love to eat meat. but I just want to go dairy free. So I might pick up some vegan cookbooks, put my little spin on to add some meat, some protein, because I don't want tofu. I'm sorry. Congratulations to the vegans that can eat tofu. I'm from Texas. I like my meat. That's just my personal preference. I congratulate the people that take the bigger step and go vegan and things like that. But for me, it's just going to be dairy free to see how my stomach reacts and things like that. So I would suggest checking this book out. I looked at it a lot and there are a lot of fun recipes, such as my favorite thing that's going to be so hard to get rid of is Caesar dressing. I love Caesar salads, I love Caesar wraps, anything that has Caesar in it, I've probably eaten it. And she has a recipe in here to make your own Caesar dressing, which I am super excited about. So yeah, I'm going to be using this book and godairyfree.org. Let me show you. Dairyfree.org as my two main sources. If I have any other books that I want to share with you, I will share with you, and then I will also be documenting some of this on my Instagram and my Snapchat, which I will link down below. And additional to making this video, I am putting it out there that I will be making daily vlogs of the food I eat, what I'm eating, how I created it, or restaurants that I go to, because I live in Dallas, Texas. Now, I'm not saying where I live in Dallas, Texas, but I live in Dallas, Texas, and it's hard because, yes, I'm in Texas, but I'm still like in the Midwest. I'm not on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, I'm right in the middle. So it's hard because I do live in Texas and we do love our butter and our cream. But I'm going to try and find restaurants that will work for me. I found one that makes vegan pizza, which me and my friend are gonna go to during the month of June. I promise you, during the month of June we will go. So yeah, I'll be daily vlogging my food and any sorts of mishigosh I get into with the food. I will try to stay on the pace, on the same path to do dairy free. I might have a slip up or two, but I am going to try my damnedest to just stay dairy free. So yeah, if you want to watch that, or if you have any questions whatsoever about going dairy free or being lactose intolerant, go in the comments, ask me any questions. I will link down the website for this book and the website for the godairyfree.org. And yeah, if you want to watch my daily vlogs to see how I cope with it, just click that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And if you have any questions, leave your comments down below and give this photo a thumbs up if you want to encourage me with my quest to end my cramps and diarrhea. Thank you so much.